Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, this bill was framed as a bill to fix the situation of squatters taking over a property, but in reality, this bill significantly changes the eviction process for any tenant. It streamlines the process of eviction. I am against this bill because I believe it makes it too easy to evict a tenant when what we want to do is ensure we are doing everything possible to keep people in housing. We often talk about the crisis of homelessness. Members, this will exacerbate the problem of homelessness. You may know I am a residential realtor and have my own company, Goodwin & Goodwin Real Estate. Over the years, I have helped investors buy rental properties, then helped them rent the properties, and my company acted as property manager. As a property manager, my company has had the rare occasion of handling an eviction when a tenant didn't pay rent and didn't abide by the lease agreement. I understand the process is lengthy and cumbersome, but it also provides an opportunity for a tenant to remain in housing while they work to address the situation. Perhaps they haven't exhausted all their opportunities to get help. Perhaps a medical emergency, a loss of a job, a divorce, death, or some other situation has led to the tenant missing a rent payment or more. There are some safety nets, such as city or county programs, that can help someone in this situation, but they take time. Catholic Charities sometimes helps tenants in dire financial straits, and there are other organizations that may be able to come to the aid of a tenant facing eviction. My point is that while it is a hassle to evict someone from their home, maybe it should be, and maybe the law is working as intended. Members, let's don't expedite the process for removing someone from their home. Let's keep the system we have and continue to work towards solutions to the root causes of why people are not able to pay their rent in the first place.
Move passage.
Chair recognizes Ms. Gonzalez to speak against the bill.
Sorry, Chairwoman. That's okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, here we are on a Saturday. We have worked together for 131 days to work on critical issues that are impacting our state. We have come together to create balanced legislation when it comes to water, healthcare, electricity. And here we have an opportunity to create balanced legislation when it comes to our housing crisis. We're here to tackle these important issues because our state deserves that. And while I truly respect the work of Chairwoman Budden and all the members who have worked on this bill still falls short from being the balanced legislation that our state deserves. You see, balanced legislation thinks about all of the entities that are going to be impacted. And unfortunately, we are leaving one group out that is critically important, the renters. Renters are people who are of all income classes. They live in all parts of our state, from parts of College Station, Texas, to New Boston, Texas, to El Paso, Texas. Renters are a critical part of our tapestry of how we make sure people have homes. But yet, we have not truly addressed the concerns of the people who are renting their homes, their houses, or where they live. Balanced legislation asks the question, does this bill do any harm? And if it does, it works to remedy those harms. Unfortunately, we have not fixed all the harms this bill could potentially have. And lastly, balanced legislation thinks about the future. As Representative Goodwin said, we know we have a housing crisis. We know that we have to deal with people who are unhoused in this country and in the state. But unfortunately, this legislation, while was intended to have good intentions, still leaves out very important details that could create harm. Members, we talked about this yesterday. Imagine changing how you pay your bills and you're accidentally 3 days late. Does that mean you should be evicted from your home? A great fix that we were asking for was only for 7 days. 7 days. So, unfortunately, as much as I respect my colleague and all her good heart, I have to stand here and ask you to oppose this bill. Thank you.
Chair recognizes Ms. Button to close.
I close.